So Urban Plates we're going to go to, right?
Yeah.
I know I'm not from around here in my ginormous truck.
I like all their meals and stuff. I just like them.
Yeah, and they're
I think they're
everywhere
cool.
in the world.
I love Urban Plates.
Oh, it's great.
I'm just so happy that I can eat this. Pretty dizzy, so I mean, I guess that's good going into my appointment, but I don't want to be dizzy. Mom still hasn't called me back. Literally, the infusion center is supposed to call me like this morning, and they didn't. And I need to know if I need to ask my doctor for one at the local hospital. So I'm just like, what do I do, Mom? Hopefully we get this squared away. It's been 3 weeks. I might elaborate on that in a different video. But yeah, I'm just waiting for my appointment in like 20 minutes. Hope it all goes good. She has to stay in the slow lane just because she doesn't have one. That sucks.
Well, yeah.
Fast track, man. It's such a Bay Area thing. It's like you're like, oh, I got my fast track. Friggin' $1 to get to Airway Boulevard. Like, why would anybody pay that?
Because they can't.
It's like right there. 2 miles. Like, what is this traffic madness? It's like, it's so weird. Like, I know it's gonna back up at some point, but it hasn't. Jesus saves. Look at, like, that didn't burn, but like that burned. Creepy.
Yeah, heaven and hell.
Heaven and hell.
What's it?
The Great Wolf Lodge.
I wonder what the exterior is going to look like, the finish. Are they going to put
It's
like,
gonna. They make it look like rustic, like mountainy.
Do they? I hope. 'Cause
Yeah.
It looks like cement to me.
Well, it's not done. But then, like, yeah, they make it all rustic and cute and like cabiny. That's their shtick. So I just spent like an hour at CVS because I wanted to use my copay card. So I was in the pickup line, and then they were like, no, you have to go to drop off. And there was a line in both lines. I'm eating McDonald's French fries. I'm weak. They don't really fit in with my diet, but at least like they're low histamine, and I don't cheat a lot, so this is like my little treat. Anyway, I was in CVS for like an hour, and then I had to go back to the pickup line and then pick up all my stuff. So I was like, I waited in 3 lines 3 times, and then I like bought some stuff, but I was so tired. I sat in my walker most of the time because I was just like, oh, this is way too much. But yeah, my mom is in the grocery store right now. I stayed in the car just because I'm really tired, and I just like don't want to walk around the store. It's just like gonna be too much. I have to like put away some clothes tonight, so yeah, I don't want to waste my energy on walking in the store. She knows what I wanted, so she's gonna get some things. We're gonna get pomegranate juice to try and make like a low histamine barbecue sauce, and I think we're gonna do low histamine like beef stir fry tonight. We did it with chicken. It was really good. So it didn't have soy sauce or anything, but it was garlic and ginger, and it was super delicious. But yeah, I am going to update more on my appointment that I had yesterday, tonight, hopefully. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened, so stay tuned, y'all. Hi, y'all. So I promised you an update, and here it is. I saw the doctor yesterday, and I have SIBO. So for those of you who don't know, that's small intestine bacterial overgrowth, and they think it's caused by like bad gut motility, which is just like slow stomach. I asked my doctor, do I have gastroparesis, and he said it's not paralyzed, like it's not gastroparesis, because your stomach works, it just doesn't work very good. So I have delayed gastric emptying, I guess. I haven't had like the gastric emptying study done, but it's pretty safe to assume based on some of the other tests I've had that I have delayed motility. So I picked up 7 things from CVS today. I picked up Lovastatin. Well, it's a cholesterol med, but it's actually going to attack the wall on my methane producing bacteria. So like I have methane producing and hydrogen producing, so that kind of sucks because it's complicated. He wants to avoid antibiotics for now just because I might be sensitive to them, and he's like, oh, I don't want to like put you through that. So we're just holding off temporarily and trying some other things. So hopefully the lovastatin is going to help. They said it might cause muscle pain, which I'm not excited for, but it's only for 60 days, so I think I can power through. A lot of it was just refills, so like I'd say like 4 or 5 things for refills. But I got some EMLA cream for when they do my infusions. I was hesitant to ask the doctor about it because I'm like, oh, like I'm not a baby, like I can tough out my IV starts, but my new infusion center doesn't have lidocaine, and the old one did. And at first I was like, oh, don't poke me twice, but once they started having to poke me multiple times, I was like, bring on the lidocaine. So this is pretty awesome. I'm excited. My mom and I opened it, and let me show you how stupid this is now. This is so stupid. It's like, it says push to open, and you have to like push down and turn like a pill bottle, but of course this is a tube, like toothpaste, so you squeeze it and it gets everywhere, and it was like a whole mess. I also got some Pepcid because as some of you might know, they pulled Zantac off the shelves, and with my mast cell I need an H2 blocker, and Pepcid is the one the doctor likes to use, so I picked up some of that. Also picked up some good old liquid Benadryl. What's awesome about liquid Benadryl is, unlike the capsules, it helps what it touches. So if you are like having throat allergy symptoms or like itchy mouth, you could like swish this around and it really helps. This one doesn't have any color or artificial sweeteners, so that's why I get this one. And then finally I got Floristore, which is the probiotic they want me on. I have to be really careful what probiotics I use because of my high histamine level. So I'm going on L-glutamine also, which is another supplement. I'm supposed to go on, I think, like 6 supplements added to my regimen, but a couple of them I can't do. I can't do Iberogast because it has alcohol and that's not suitable for low histamine diets. And then another one was a fiber supplement, but apparently it's a histamine liberator, so I can't have it. So that complicates things a little bit. I've been doing really good on the low histamine diet. I'm really surprised at myself, but I asked the doctor, I'm like, can I like have a little bit of cheese or some chocolate? And you know, I was just thinking, oh, he's human, he knows. But he goes, he literally says to me, he's like, do you want to get better? And I'm like, of course that I want to get better. So I'm like, I guess that means no. I did cheat a little bit today though. Had some McDonald's french fries, which are not horrible. I think they contain dairy, and they contain I think they fry them in an oil that's not low histamine, so maybe like soy oil, but it was a treat, and I do not have that many treats. Also, my nails are turquoise for Dysautonomia Awareness Month. October's Dysautonomia Awareness Month, so make noise for turquoise. I just painted them today. Normally, I would not paint my nails because of like mast cell chemical exposure. I'm trying to avoid that, but this is a cause that's really important to me, and I really miss doing my nails, so I did them outside, and they still kind of stink, but I am surviving. Oh, the 20th is Mast Cell Diseases Day, so even though Dysautonomia Month gets like a lot of recognition, I will hopefully be raising awareness for Mast Cell Diseases Day. I know this is only my 2nd video, and you guys have seen me do like liquid IV videos and like, yeah, but I just like, I wanted to start vlogging more. My friend started doing it, so kind of inspired me. I bought a tripod, so my phone's on like a little tripod right now, which kind of helps. Yeah, so I have SIBO. He's seen a lot of mold illness in his patients, and I kind of like worry about mold illness because I'm like, oh, there's like a lot of hacks out there who are like, will say you have mold illness just to sell you stuff, but this doctor doesn't sell any supplements. He's like, we're not affiliated, we just want you to take these for wellness. So I'm doing another kind of unconventional test. It's a urine test, and I'm going to send it off to Great Plains Laboratory, which is like a pretty well-known mold testing laboratory, and he's also going to check my glyphosate, which I always pronounced glyophosphate, but basically like the amount of Roundup I might have been exposed to, which shouldn't be much. I worked on a farm, but it wasn't like a crop farm, so I wasn't really around that. So I'm gonna have that test done. He got me another SIBO kit to retest. I might vlog that because I did it right last time, and I was worried I wouldn't do like the breathing into the little tubes right. And so yeah, I'll show y'all how I did that and how I got a positive result, because I guess I did it right, because like it checked off that I didn't have room air contamination, and it was really good. I talked about Xolair, and he says I am a good candidate because of like the hives that I get that I've had for a lot of my life that I dismissed as normal. Newsflash, guys, hives aren't normal. So my IgE was kind of elevated, but he says, you know, if you have a bad reaction, you're stuck with it for a month. So it's something we have in the toolbox for another time. I'm not going to pursue it at this time because I have so many other things I kind of need to take care of, but it's good to know that that's an option. I was telling him that I felt kind of sick after the Benadryl that I get in my infusions, and it's kind of a recent thing. He said, oh, is it preservative free? And I've been asking the pharmacy, and they don't know, they won't tell me. So he said, he changed my order to say like must have preservative free Benadryl and something free tubing, and like the bags have to like not have this certain chemical in them, I guess, because he thinks I'm having a little bit of a mast cell reaction to it. It makes me feel really, really gross, even though they're running it slow, and it doesn't happen every time, but yeah, so he fixed that for me, and I just like, I didn't want to change anything because it was so hard to get my order through this time because they had like faxing issues. Oh, it's really complicated. Oh, he still wants me to do, continue on my other meds and supplements and continue on low histamine diet, but he also wants me on the aspirin and the leukotriene inhibitor, which I've been hanging on to for some time just because I've been nervous to start it. I know that's really bad, but I always like have so many new things to start. And the aspirin, my mom wants me to try it at the parking lot of the ER because some people react really badly. I've tried it 2 times, but we want to try it one more kind of close to the hospital because if y'all don't know, I live in the hills. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna go badly. I think it'll be totally fine. He is happy my allergist is going to test me for a true allergy that I might have reacted to. So he's like on board with everything. He spent like an hour with me, so nice. Yeah, so I'm just really lucky to be able to see my doctor. I also got some mail. Dang, okay, let's see it. This is from a compounding pharmacy in Florida. They do my ketotifen, which is a mast cell stabilizer. It came, yay! And they gave me a bigger supply this time because I take it 3 times a day. I did cromolyn, but that was kind of a disaster, not gonna lie. So yeah, and then let's see how they sent my LDN cream. Okay, they taped the pump. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so last time it exploded, but they, I guess they just taped it so it would be extra secure. And it looks like nothing is cracked. Hopefully I'll be able to get this off and it'll be fine. They had to send me a new one last time because they were like, we can remake it for you, and I didn't want to waste the medicine, you know? I was like, no, just like send me the new like little plastic pump or whatever and I'll transfer it, and it worked out good. So yeah, that was basically what happened at my appointment. We addressed the SIBO stuff, my test results. As the doctor was out of the room, I said, you know, these little kits, it's like those science experiment kits for kids, except they're me, I'm the science experiment. And the doctor comes in and he affectionately says, he's like, you guys are all my science experiments. And I'm like, you know what, I am happy to be your science experiment as long as you will allow me to be. So yeah, we had a good drive home. I was super tired after we watched a little bit of TV. I was able to like muster up the energy to take a shower sitting down, of course, but yeah, so today's big outing was CVS, and then stopped by the store with my mom while she got some things. And yeah, I think after this I'm just gonna go downstairs, watch a little TV, and try to get to bed early because we've got to drive a bit for my infusion tomorrow. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching.